Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld. It is our Star Trekkers run with a DLC expansion. We've got the start of a little basic ship here ready to go. And maybe, arguably, I put some of these things down too early, although these things will move around just fine. I just assume that our first jump, we're not probably going to be able to go with our full ship design, but we will see how much we can get. We've got an idea. We needed a solar panel somewhere for our base, and no matter what, we're either going to deconstruct it because we're leaving this place, or we're going to deconstruct it because it's on the ship, so it's not going to be something I'm too bothered by. We're just filling in just random early research so we can still make use of these extra research tables, especially while we've got some extra temporary workers, which is just lovely. Love seeing the light go up when there's a lightning strike there. I always wondered if this is literally just tied into the visual appearance of the light, or if there's code in there that just like on each lightning strike make this hop in by one. The internal implementation is interesting. Like, I wonder, it could it have been something that happened by accident? Is I guess part of it, right? Is it the solar panels just work based on the lighting model, and then they added a little visual for the lightning strikes, and it was like, oh, it happens to turn on the solar panels for a split second. Isn't that neat? I guess I can expand the zone. That we can keep this clean, although that might be a bunch of extra busy work. I mean, normally this would all be home zone, plus a bunch of overlap too, so I don't know. And yeah, we still might push this wall back. I'm not entirely sure, because there's not really any sense to keep this extra space here. I mean, right now isn't a helpful place to put in the batteries, although I also could have put the batteries here, which is where the multi-analyzer is going to go later. And we will want batteries for this ship to be able to absorb differences in power consumption for oxygen and heaters, especially when we get in the space, because there might be periods of extra demand, periods of low demand. So we're going to want some batteries in here. I do suspect this ship will run at least partially on some solar panels. It's interesting called solar generators, not solar panels. Are all the power things called generators? I guess, wind turbine. So, no. Yeah, do that. We do actually have, well, I guess we did burn through a fair amount of steel with some of the construction here. We're going to need some more, that's for sure. Do I want to run any rituals over here? I think the answer is public execution. Is that always an option? Maybe it's always an option. Mad quails. Have I even seen a quail yet? How neat is that? Okay, well, they're clearly going to fly into the base. All I'm going to do is get everyone to group up. I mean, they might walk through my trap tunnel. Actually, why would I even want them to trigger the traps? Let's just go out here. Make sure we've got a melee front line-ish. And Jack, mostly we just want to keep you near everyone. Yeah, some are flying. Tux, packs, yep, that's fine. They can die over there. Yeah, we may never have to deal with these bugs at all. All right. We could have kited away a little bit with some of the mailers, but this is fine. We did a bit of wall damage, which will get repaired. Oh, they're going to dig there, I guess, because this is the closest place. Does this feel like green moves really slowly? Well, you do have a wooden foot, but I guess it's because we don't actually have fast forward on. That's the actual issue. Food's still okay. Okay, it has dropped down. We had about 2,000 when we had these joiners. That's one of the reasons I did go and re-enable this rice growing area here, because we knew we were going to use a little bit of. We can also do some more hunting. We're not opposed to that. Yeah, in Star Trek they didn't do a ton of it, but I'm sure Worf. I keep going to say Wolf, but on the show I'm sure Worf would have been fine with it. Go and hunt some wargs. Yeah, or tame them. Either way. And yeah, we want to do the danger zone before we go. Maybe I should do it now while we've got the extra people. Do I still want to set up the trap tunnel? Or do I just want to go? Oh my god. I guess, oh, that's right. Hold on. What if there's mechanoids in here? We're going to go and make a couple EMP grenades. Yes. And we can give the EMP grenades to a couple of these guys in case there's mechanoids in here to deal with that. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and build some traps. While we got some time to just sit around. Security, spike traps, boom, boom, boom. And obviously everything about this is going to have to be temporary. We're obviously going to rip this all away. And we'll do this just to make sure to force the baddies down the side with all the traps. And what we'll do is we'll deconstruct this wall right there. These will be set to rearm by default. So we might want to toggle that off because this is in our home zone. We might want to toggle it off, or I don't know, maybe sometimes there's two ways, right? Because there's the stuff that's awake at first, and then there's the stuff when we open the caskets. So we probably will want to do a rearm one time. And then I can actually over here, doesn't really matter too much. We can just put a couple of wooden barricades here. Like that. And we can stand back here. All 4 shooters, and then we can be ready. If the meleeers come up, we can just have the shooters just step back and have our meleeers come and swarm this area from 2 different flanks. Okay, I think this is going to be, I'm sure it's going to be totally fine. So let's get everyone in position. Okay, well, there's someone in the way there, so it's not actually working out. You guys over here, and then we need someone on construct to deconstruct the wall or smash it who might not... Okay, we're going to have Riveter do it. It is funny that they don't zigzag anymore. It's possible that the zigzag speed versus going over things is the same. We weren't sure. Let me move you there. And Barnet, we're going to do that because that'll be the superior cover. Oh, Roger. Oh my God. Hold on a second. Roger. Take a moment. Put some clothes on. There you go. Thank you. You are devastatingly hungry. Hang on. I mean, a bunch of us might be, but... Okay. Lifter, I'm going to recruit you and just move you out of the way. All right. Prioritize deconstructing. Hopefully you don't get shot by friends. But again, you know, at least you can't die. I can have you duck into one of these rooms. Ooh, okay. Oh, I was going to wait for the EMPs. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I got ahead of myself. Step on the traps. There might be a lot of friendly fire hitting Riveter here. I mean, I guess you could even stand in the doorway now. We'll try to get you out of there completely. I don't want to go in here because you'll get chased. All right, Riveter's down. Is it from friendly fire? It's not, actually. Again, remember, Riveter is delicate and a wimp, so he takes bonus damage, and if he takes any damage, really, if any pain at all, he will fall down. Okay, so we don't have to worry about the cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up these guys, and then we're just going to pull forward with some meleeers and be ready to body block. Although I should still prioritize like Wolf in the front because he is armored. Normally I'd put Riveter in here too. Some of these might break through and hop to the other side, so the extra meleeers aren't totally a waste. Oh my God, Hitomi. Oh my God, Hitomi. Bleeding. Oh no! It's probably too late to limit you in here. I should have put a forbid on this door to keep Hitomi locked in. Oh no! Wolf is going to be so upset if anything happens to his puppy. Okay, he's down. Hopefully these things stop attacking down stuff. What's your bleeding out number? 4 hours. Oh God. Okay, Wolf, come over here. Tend immediately, followed by a rescue. It's your dog. And you're a doctor. We can't put a hunt on these guys. I got the finish off, which is part of allow stuff. Yeah, I mean, realistically, what we'd be doing is, yeah, just right-click on these things. You know, melee to death. Train to your dog. Oh, did Hitomi lose any body parts? You didn't, actually. You probably won't bleed to death. Okay. You two go and finish that off. Okay. Let's... Actually, people can enter here just fine. Nagargur, Persona Plasma Sword. Calm thoughts. Oh, let's give this to Wolf. Weapons persona is relaxed and steady. It whispers calming thoughts to whoever is bonded with, increasing their mood. Weapon suppresses the wielder's psychic sensitivity. That doesn't matter. Wolf, we're going to go and give you this Persona Plasma Sword. Okay, let me unrecruit everyone. You're going to go and equip this. Yes, it'll get bonded to you. We could use the calm on you. That's going to be fine. Maybe it's not actually better. No, it's fine. It's just cool, so we're going to do that. And yeah, let's do an unforbid. Don't open any boxes yet. Okay, Persona bonded. That's fine. Okay. Rebuild the traps for when we open this, yeah. We'll get all the good stuff out of there first. Oh, I can release the lifter. And yeah, we might remember to put a lock on this door, but at least Hitomi's going to be fine. I'm so sorry there, buddy. Green hit a trap. Well, don't do that. Don't be stupid, Green. Wow, if you want to join us, I might have to say no. Oh, you're a Hussar. You already lost a foot. Did you lose a foot triggering other traps? I don't like that you're a pessimist, but honestly, a Hussar brawler is kind of sick. Plus, the Hussars are very Jem'Hadar coded, right? Right, because they're addicted to Tetracell White. I mean, Go Juice. Basically the same thing. So yeah, rebuild this for this next wave. Now, we're not going to capture the blue ones that come out, the neutrals that come out, we're not going to capture. Although if they fall down, maybe we can treat them or something. The hostile ones, who knows what might happen with them. It's like I tend to not use the pulsars. I really should. I think there's some really powerful ones in there. I just never think about using them, and we just end up selling them for money, which is fine because they're good money. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, Riveter's up, which is good. Did you lose any body parts in this attack? No, you'd already lost the eye earlier. And yeah, more of these wakes packs are going away, which is fine. Again, a caravan might go and trigger those bugs at some point, but otherwise we shouldn't have to worry. I don't know if we're butchering the anomalies. I don't think there's any reason not to. Now, we probably don't allow the strange meat on here, which I think is legit. Yeah, twisted meat. But we can probably make kibble out of it, and I don't think that's a problem. Right? Our make kibble forever job. Well, right, make kibble forever was just on insect, but I'm going to go and add the twisted meat to that. I don't know if there's actually a problem with people eating it, but... And then you allow the twisted meat by default. Yeah, okay, good. So that'll get put to use. Hitomi got injured by these things. Well, Hitomi's just going to eat them back. It's the circle of life or something. It's possible this trap can't be avoided by my people because of its position. They might not be able to move diagonally through here. So that could represent a bit of an issue. But our people aren't too badly hurt, so we'll probably pop this open. Actually, rather than choke point... No, it still makes sense to run them through the traps. And like, we've got so many meleeers, we could just swarm these guys. Maybe we just should. Now, if any of them pop out with, like, good melee weapons, that might suck. But if they come out with a bunch of guns and we just keep them pinned in melee, you know, I think I'm going to try that. I never do that. But it's not like this trap line plus the defense here is going to do that much for us. I like it. Okay. Do I literally want to do all of it? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, some people are sleeping. We do have a night cycle over here, and it might be fine to let them do that. And then when we wake up, we'll bring people out. Riveter, you need to go and re-equip a melee weapon. So sorry to wake you, but we're going to do that now. Although, here's the thing. Riveter was equipping melee because they're mostly unkillable, but they're not particularly good either way. We could give them a gun too, right? Riveter's got some flexibility there. All right, let's do this. So... I'm going to grab everyone. We're going to put our meleeers sort of spread out through here. And what I'll probably do is I'm going to set everyone to attack. I don't want some of them flee. And really, the range people are going to want to stay on flee. But the idea here is I can unrecruit all the meleeers once the combat starts, and they will go and auto-target things. Maybe if I set up here, it'll minimize the chance that there's friendly fire incidents. Mega Sloth over there, that's fine. Okay, let me put you here. Put you here. Okay, and again, we'll unrecruit them when the combat starts. Hello, I'm gonna get you to open this. Maybe they all pop out at the bottom. I don't know if they have a... maybe they do always pop out at the bottom. All right, so all the meleeers are going to get undrafted, which will cause them to auto run up and start meleeing people, which is great. I think this one just ate some yayo. Yeah, before getting into a combat, which is kind of hilarious. Scrooch up a little bit, which will increase your aim, but also just reduce the chance of a friendly fire incident. What just exploded there? Did one of these guys use some sort of grenade attack? Good thing to rebuild as a temple. All right, Release everyone. Go put out the fires. Spork, I'm going to get you to... Oh, we don't have any more prisoner beds. Sure. Put them out as well. I think that's the only wiggler. Yep, okay. Unforbid all that. And open this crate, please. So we got some weapons, we got some go juice, we got an assault rifle. It's only normal quality, but that's going to be quite nice right now. Heck, even the LMG is pretty good. Okay, let's go and deconstruct this area before people keep hitting traps. This isn't Dwarf Fortress. We're not training dodging skills by having these traps here. Yeah, tear that apart, please. All right, Colmia and Sardine, the other prisoner. Okay. Persona Plasma Sword, Crypto Sickness, that's fine. So you're not missing a body part. You are recruitable. You are nimble with decent skills. Okay, I think we'll do the reduce resistance before into convert into recruit on that. Roger's got a convert action coming up soon. We'll use it on Sardine first, though. Inspired creativity. I don't think Hermione is a crafter. No, technically you got to build... I mean, construct, yes. We could have you... Huh. I suppose we shouldn't waste this, should we? I have some gold? Maybe we should get you to construct a royal bed. Oh, we got lots of gold out of here. Okay. Yeah, if we could get like a legendary royal bed to set up for our couple, that'd be kind of nice. Starvation Owl, no, they'll go and feed themselves shortly, so that should be fine. We'll just have to babysit it because you might stop working on it for a second because it's fairly labor intensive. But yeah, 19 construction with an inspiration. Oh baby, come on. We don't have we don't have the crafting specialist because I think that needs to be human supremacy to get that. Roger, your convert is going to get used on Sardine, please. There we go, nearly done. Yeah, Hermione, keep working on it. I know you're getting a little cranky because you're tired and hungry. But, it should be at least masterwork. It is masterwork. Not legendary, which is a shame. But so be it. Do I just deconstruct this bed? Sure. And then we'll move that there. Reinstall at. So Roger and Jack. Yeah, lovers separated. It's fine. We'll get you sorted in a second, I promise. I don't know if we need to deconstruct anything here. 2x2's table. I mean, we'll probably want a dining hall in here too, but we might just do a series of 1x2s in the 10 Ford. Right? Use it as temple and a dining room. I hope it's viable. I hope it doesn't complain because it would be annoying. Roger and then Jack has to be assigned here as well. All right. There you are. So now we've got ourselves a very impressive room here. People should get good thoughts. We get a pair of people getting good thoughts, which is nice. Okay, Roger, we can go and give you your preferred outfit, i.e. no outfit at all. We'll deconstruct those because we might get some stuff out of it. I guess I can deconstruct these statues for blocks. I don't know if the barrel gives us anything. Sarcophagi. We could bury one person a sarcophagi, which does give you some boost for things, but I don't usually bother. We're not going to go and deconstruct the walls. It's interesting. There's no pillar over here, but you're actually fine width-wise. No roof collapse. All right. Well, that's cool. Some advanced components. I don't know. We might do lots of stuff like psychoid brewing and different things. I mean, maybe I should just push up the high tech right now, but I don't know. How come you don't have any power? Are we actually out of... Oh, no. Oh, did it deconstruct one of these conduits? Maybe something else. Maybe it's manually selected something that deconstructed conduit. Okay, conversion on Sardine, which means Sardine has now been released. Thank you. And yeah, you didn't have any specific combat skills, right? No. But you know what doesn't need a lot of combat skills? A light machine gun. Where are you putting that, Hermione? I guess I could have told you to drop it. Oh, I thought that was light machine. Oh, no, it's here. Here, grab that. Who needs accuracy? Just spew out a billion bullets. Okay. And then we're still working a couple of EMP grenades, which is going to be good. Yeah, tattered apparel and people who are just chilling out. You know what? If we get some some hussars, we might need Goju's production. That is an excellent point. Cargo pods. Ooh, this, oh my god, of Gravelite panels is amazing. Do these decay? I think they, well, it doesn't say. No, I guess not, because they're metal and things. Okay, so we're obviously going to have to come down here before we leave. Maybe we do it while we have the huge crowd. Why is Barnet so salty right now? Night Owl, Absorbed Corpse, Installation Heist. Oh, with loot. Okay. All right. Well, we can let a few more of these injuries go. Now, Riveter is a slow to heal. White wants to join us. Okay. Do you meet the bill? You've got a wooden foot. I mean, we can deal with that. Slow learner. I'm going to say no to White. Sorry, Mr. White. I'm going to reject you. We've got, it's going to be hard enough to find room for everyone on our ship as is. We really need some top tier people if at all possible. And I mean, arguably with the lack of combat ability, Sardine is a little questionable. Oh, you're nimble. Maybe we should get you melee. But you're a hard worker with some serious passion. Actually, speaking of, are we, you know what? We can turn wardening on for you now. And yeah, we can put your construct properly. Butcher into construct seems fine. These things were not retweaked for you. All right, that seems okay. Don't mind this. A little bit of recharge on lifter. That's a-okay. Sardine, level 1 intellectual. There you go. Woo! And yeah, what are we at night? Yeah, so slight power deficit at night, but that's okay. Okay, I think I want to go and deal with the bugs. Because we need to just run around down here. So let's get everyone starting to move down. Front line here. Everyone is still set to, if there's a hostile, they will attack. We do have to remember to remove that because we could find ourselves getting in trouble later. Okay, let's just initiate from here. Yeah. So shoot that thing. There we go. There we go. We might be able to go and make our defensive structure a little bit more dense. Especially engaging with some of our somewhat better fighters. Oh, you are really surviving there. Okay. You still alive? You are. Okay. Release. Let's unrestrict everything. Unforbid everything. Oh, quite a few injuries there. I mean, to be fair, these guys aren't armored. Okay, yeah, you can just run back to the base for now, but then, yeah, at some point someone will go and pick these things up. We could put a hull urgently, but, well, maybe I will. Who knows what might happen. We don't have that many hospital beds, but that should be okay. We have enough doctors. People should be getting treated, hopefully. Wolf, what are you up to? You're sleeping. There we go. Get up and tend. Riveter, you're drinking a beer. Get up and tend. I know for sure you guys are both doctors. And I think Barnet will be, but they can't doctor you. Oh, no, no, I'm thinking of another game. You do not have medical passion. Okay, White's being treated. There we go. Just possibly right before you died. That was a little tight, but okay. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, the mech can be unrestricted as well. Goju's production. I might be able to wait on some of these. Coco Grippo. I don't think we'll realistically go and take any of this. Okay, we're probably going to get started in actual microelectronic tech now. Which is making me wonder... Well, we'll probably do our first hop without the larges, because we're going to need more stuff. Maybe, you know what? Let's get some shield belts for our meleers. Secret complex. Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe our first jump is just going to be to do this. I don't know. Our first jump probably has to be somewhere where we can get more grav light panels. And the grav core to be able to extend. Right? Yeah. Maybe what I'll do... just so I don't lose some of my plan here. Thought I was paused. Because I have to deal with this in a second. Is I'm going to go ahead and do this. and this. So I know that at the tip of these things is where I'm going to be putting these sun lamps. But, oops. I'm going to cancel the sun lamp and cancel the sun lamp. But we'll have that little place ready to go. Umiya's going berserk. No, the prisoner here. You're going to make me send Wolf in there. You know what? Whoever gets there first, congratulations. Just try not to kill them. What are you wearing? Oh, yeah, definitely don't kill them. That could have been terrible. Hold on. Let's release. I'll have Wolf do this part. There you go. Remove the clothing. And do a urgent haul on that so someone comes and grabs that for me. I don't want Colm to re-equip it or anything. You can let me go full speed again. Thank you, game. I'm betting someone will go and equip that. All right, 89%. It's only normal quality, but it's got to be an upgrade over some people. But maybe not. Maybe with flak armor and stuff, they're not. We could force it on, especially before we go into space. Oh, let me do the thing. Our apparel policy, because I don't remember if I did it. The vac suits, I don't actually want the vac suits themselves as part of our default policy because it's way, 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 way too slow. If we're going to space and we need people to be in vac suits, we've got a spacefarer outfit we can put on. And of course, if we get power armor, like recon armor and things like that, those are all like also vac suits, and that's fine. Conversion, some idleness. I mean, we did say no to one person. Some of these others we might say yes if they want to join us. I don't know, but Sardine was a pretty strong pick, so don't mind that one bit. The nice thing is we don't have chem fuel. Oh, we need to set up a job for this. So we're going to send up a chem fuel from wood, do until of X. Now, really, this could be small. Like, because what's going to happen is every time we create chem fuel, it's going to get loaded into the chem fuel tanks. But I still think I might set a target like 500. So we've got a bunch of it sitting around. We'll just set it for wood here. We might set up an organics rule later. We shall see. But this is just to get it to the point where we've started this up. We are definitely going to want to create some sort of space over here to just act as a stockpile to bring with us before we go. That's another thing we definitely have to do. That's not going to be optional. And so I can sort of foresee us maybe going and opening up one of these areas that will be where we're going to be putting our hydroponic setup, but just using it as a stockpile for now. Like if I did this, which isn't even the full shape for the hydroponics, and we'd be putting, well, do we need to wall? Well, sort of. We at least need to do something so it's got a roof so it doesn't decay. But I probably do want to wall it up. Yeah, I think I will go and allow this. Put up a wall. Maybe I'll end up doing the other. In my head, I'd always imagined this was going to be the first hydroponics, but maybe it'll be the other way around. Maybe we need a secondary connection. I don't know, like, can the floors be destroyed? I don't think so, but it feels weird to me. So part of me is like, let's get a secondary connection over here too. Just to give it a little bit more, I don't know, structure. It just feels weird. And then we'll make sure that is part of our home zone. And that as well. Okay, shield tech. Yeah, that actually will be a really good one to do. Better guns. No, I don't know. I kind of want to get the medicine production. I like that. So over here, we should pause. I don't know what's happening. Shield belt. Let's say we want at least 3. Meteorite for sandstone. Okay. I think it's right there. Okay, we got a lot of steel. Oh, let's get these extra components. There's you. I don't think there was... Have we done all the components? Okay, well, there's this one, which we're going to do now. We didn't want to start earlier. Okay, that's all the components. Still lots of steel we could do. We've got 2,000 right now. And again, normally our economy in this game is so different with the moving around. So very different. Sanguifade shuttle. I don't know if we'd get a shuttle component with this crash. I don't know. Do we capture the sanguiphage? I don't know if we're going to turn people into sanguiphages or anything like that. We could just release them. Oh, we've got another convert ready to go. So Roger, you need to go and use this. I think we'll say yes to this, partially because I'm wondering if we can get a shuttle component from this quest. Maybe the crash land's going to be too violent on this one. And we still have some extra muscle around. Sure, let's accept this. Oh, I should have maybe brought everyone indoors first. Can I trigger them to attack? I think the light machine gun has fairly decent range. You missed completely. Oh, they are coming forward. In the door for a sec. There you go. Assault begun. Perfect. I mean, they might have done that after a certain amount of time anyway. Is this a breach axe? No, but you might smash this. We didn't do the airlock trick. So this guy might actually just decide to smash his way through here, which is a little unfortunate because we won't be able to use our trap hallway, but at least it's still a choke point. And there's a tree here, which is a little frustrating. Oh, no, there we go. They backed off. Now I think we'll be okay. Just in case anything weird happens, let's make sure to limit everyone to the walled area. Oh, lifter's outside. Well, we'll have to go and repair you. I didn't do that soon enough. Are you smashing this wall? Death of lifter. Well, we'll unforbid because we'll make sure to bring you in. We don't have the setup to resurrect you yet, but... Okay, these guys are just being way too annoying. Run out in melee. No, a little further because we need to make sure you're not pinned into melee or anything. With Liara. Okay, fleeing. Is this the sanguiphage? No, that's the baseliner. Is this the sanguiphage? You know, we're fine with them leaving. We kind of just wanted the crash shuttle. Is really it. Let's lift this, and then, yeah, I guess we don't have a mech right now. But yeah, we'll just protect the core. Okay, unforbid. Go put out the fires. Let them run away. We're not, you know, we don't have that level of violence in this game. But yeah, deconstruct this, and we'll see if we can get a shuttle part, in which case we could research the shuttle tech quite quickly. And then just park it on a flat piece of Starship here. Oh! I'm going to go and expand the home zone to cover some of the insides here. Or fire protection. Because otherwise, yeah, we have to keep fighting that. We can deconstruct these walls. Psychic drone, female, medium. Well, that's not great, but I think it's probably okay. A little bit of loving. I think we do have these people encouraged to make a baby, but the age-wise might be a little bit difficult. We could always do fertility procedures to help that along, too. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is build this and slap a little steel door on there. So this is going to be a stockpile that we're taking with us. I'll go ahead and just zone you as a stockpile here, but what's actually going to happen is we're going to move the shelves. I might not move the shelves yet. Maybe I'll just do this. But theoretically, we have a ship that can leave now. You know, we're still stocking up on some of the chem fuel. Suppose I could put a little chem fuel storage in here, or maybe just outside. We can put a little... what am I looking for? A steel small shelf. Storage. Clear. Is there a social fight going on? Yeah. Clear. Oh, it botched, so it reset this? I don't know. Chem fuel. There we go. And maybe what I'll do is I'll set a goal here that is different. I think it stacks to 75. And we can do 3 stacks on the shelves. So that's 150, 225. So if I set it to like 222, this will trigger when it's got 221 and it'll make a stack of 4. Perfectly stacking this? I don't know. We'll see. Do I want to go... I wonder if I can move... I think we repair things in the mech gestator. Yeah, resurrect. I'm not sure we can move this. So we might not get all of our 3 components back, but I guess we might just have to eat that cost. Let's get our lifter back. Get everyone to carry... Oh, no, not these guys. You guys don't carry any medicine. We got everyone to carry 1 herbal so we can do an emergency 10 without medicine. Even with no skill on someone. Observed corpse. Do we still have corpses lying around? Oh, we do. Yeah, alright. Sorry, my bad. I think we're just... I should probably set up the cremator, actually. Let's say maybe I'll just skip the cremator here, but maybe I won't. Let's go and set an electric crematorium. We'll use some limestone. I'll put it right here. And the crematorium itself has to be under a roof. Otherwise it zots, I'm pretty sure. Okay. So we'll start burninating corpses now instead. So yeah, the research now has to be done inside here now. Which ideally we'd like people with good research skill to be jumping on these before anything else, but whatever happens, happens. Okay, we still have, oh, we did get some extra panels. You know what? We really can go and finish a lot more of this layout. Do you want to set up the hydroponic setup and the fuel stuff now? Maybe? Food is currently fine. I don't know what the next thing will be. I might skip straight to like proper pew-pew laser guns. I could also go and get the setup for like the large thrusters and everything set up sooner rather than later. The other thing that might be good is the long-range mineral scanner, so we can find some plasteel sources immediately. Or, and this is not unusual for me, going straight to multi-analyzer, because it does give a research speed boost. Even if I'm not looking to research things that come later, it can still be super useful. I think we were out of storage space completely, which means maybe I should just go and build some extra shelves now in here. Although, shield belt bill is done. Now, I don't know if these guys will go and snag it. No, because it's clothing, so they won't do that. But Yuko... Wolf's got one. Riveter's got one. Good. Yuko should go and grab the last one and should all have some shield belts. Now, the annoying thing that happens all the time is if one of our range people drops their gun for some reason and there's a shield belt around, they'll go and try to equip it. But right now, there are no shield belts lying around, so hopefully that won't be a consistent and annoying problem. Oh, they stacked to 150. That's right. So we can actually set this quite higher, but maybe I'll just leave it there. Nah, we probably should set it. So 450 minus 3, right? 447, because again, it'll start at 446, so the times 4 should never set it over, so we should only ever have one full small shelf of the chem fuel. The nice thing is, if we did go to the high one, like the higher tech... Oh, hold on, I just realized, I think we need Vaxstone, don't we? If we went to standard grav tech and we wanted the large chem fuel tanks... Oh, no, it's just steel. The larger thrusters might, but that's fine. See, because here's the thing. We want to keep 4 small thrusters no matter what, because they work alongside with the big ones. But maybe what we do is just set up 2 of the larger chem fuel tanks, and then, you know, we can remove this. Colmea's got a crisis of belief. You switch to not us, which is a little bit annoying, but okay. And if you switch, that means you were below 50%. And now you're going to be above 50%, or at 50%, which is a little annoying, but sure, fine. Let's set up a job here, which is just resurrect lagged mechanoid. We'll set it to do forever. And so theoretically, and I don't know if it has to be Yuko, but I'll tell you to work here and get started fixing up our lifter. Poor little lifter bot. I mean, it wouldn't be one of my games if I wasn't getting my bots killed all the time, right? So, I mean, in theory, at some point, right, if we get the full extenders, now, when you get the what are they called? Grav field extenders. They do 2 things. They give you another 250 components that you can build as part of the ship, but they also do give you this extra radius. Now, they always have to be put inside this initial radius. They can't chain, so that does give you kind of a maximum length for the ship. And we might end up putting the engines like super far back, but I really still think we might extend forward first. I don't know. Maybe the forward part will look good. Maybe we'll extend out that backwards. I'm hoping that the medium, or I guess are they just called large thrusters? Maybe there's no medium thruster, is there? It just goes, yeah, it just goes to large. I don't know if the large thrusters are movable. The small ones certainly are. We could just go super wide ship. It's not very Star Trek-y look, but it's entirely possible. I mean, I don't know if we need to build large thrusters immediately. And actually, was it the large thruster that needed the Vaxstone, so we couldn't anyway? I was just looking at it, but of course I've forgotten because it's been 3 seconds. Yeah, you need actual Vaxstone. So we can't do that until we go to space regardless. But the bigger fuel tanks could be a thing. And ideally, again, I'd like the biofuel refinery and the shelf where we store the chem fuel to be near our chem fuel tanks. And in theory, that should all be close to where we keep the rice. Now, it doesn't have to be next to the rice growing, because I'm still wondering if we grow the rice here, put the refrigerator maybe here, dumping into one of these sites. I mean, we might have another one on the other side, but we don't need 2 fridges, right? Fridge here in some capacity. Right off of that, chem fuel refinery over here, and then the chem fuel tanks further back or near it, you know, with maybe a sense of symmetry, but this could just be the entire like petrochemical industry on our ship. Does this weirdly stay here? Probably not, because I probably want to line a hallway here. So if nothing else, this wall is not in the right place. But in the end, actually, our chem fuel refinery may end up being awfully close to where this current one is. Maybe I should plan the fridge. Oh, and then the other thing is wherever the fridge is where we're going to want our nutrient paste dispenser, which means we're going to want our dining hall relatively nearby too. Part of me's like, do I take a screenshot of this and bring it into Paint? Like, what's the deal? I guess I can lay the walls down first and then the platforms, although in practice, we're going to want a lot of the substructure. Just trying to figure out, like, what do we do first? Bit of a chicken and the egg problem, you know? I don't know if I need the full self-sustaining setup immediately, although it is pretty enticing. And then wherever our chem fuel gets stored, they have to get loaded into this, which means some people will have to walk quite far to load them into here for the sake of symmetry. And maybe we don't need symmetry. Maybe I get the 6 block here. And actually, we can have a second 6 block there. If I'm doing, because it's 6 to be self-sustaining on a hydroponics thing, and we might need 2 of those. Like, I might just want to think in terms of there's going to be another one of these blocks over here. We might still have the chem fuel refinery in just one place. Or I could have 2 small shelves and just keep them both completely full, right? That's always viable. Why did you do 450? Hang on. Do we not get 4 of these? Do we get like 30 in a go? Maybe we got 30 in the go. I don't know why it's not. Like, it doesn't say times 4. Maybe we get a lot more. I'll drop this to like a target of 420. Heyo. To maybe avoid some overshoot. Maybe you make 50. I could see, I don't know. Does it really not say with the recipe? Make a batch. I guess I'd have to stare at it and see how much gets made. Okay, but I mean, it's fine. I kind of like the idea of having all the chem fuel in one place, both for aesthetic reasons, but also arguably for safety, because we could put some fire foam poppers there and make sure it's isolated from a regular stockpile. Then these shelves will all get moved over. I guess I can keep them as limestone. Part of me is like, in terms of aesthetics, thinking everything's going to get made out of metal. And stone shelves are heavy. So wouldn't that be bad on a ship? Okay, it doesn't actually matter. Convert action here. Yeah, anyway, we'll put a cut in here regardless. And I'll do probably considerably more navel gazing about what this setup might be. And again, here, I might want to go and reserve room for 6 of these. Box it in, no roof. People can walk through them to service things. We could leave a little space for walkability, just like visually, right? It'd look nicer if they're walking down a hallway instead of crawling over these things. But since space is going to continue to be a premium, no pun intended, space, I feel like that's the way. And then I think this does become the freezer, and it just pumps the hot air into this open area that's going to be unroofed. I really think that's the way we're going to do it. So with that in mind, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and commit to this. So let's go and allow some amount here. Now our fridge isn't going to incorporate this top area. I mean, we'll do this so that it's all joined up. Because again, we have... We're totally putting in a cut here in a second. I guess it's furniture I'm looking at, right? So the sunlight goes there, which means these tiles here will be where some hydroponics get placed. Right down to there? Did I do that right? Yeah, and here and here. Now, we're going to build the substructure there, but this way I can plan maybe where some of my walls for my cooler is going to be. You can see already there's not a lot of space here for a large cooler. So I think in practice, the cooler is going to reach down a little further down. Maybe our chem fuel refinery gets put here. Later in the ship, it'll mean a little bit more toting, but these things don't need to be filled consistently. I think they can fit 30 each, 30 chem fuel each, and I think that they burn for a week. So that seems okay, right? And then we're going to want this wall, but then I can build a copy. I mean, I can do this, although we might want to allow for a little hallway of something, right? If I do that, put a little forbid on this. Then this can be open as a walk path. This should be part of a workshop. Maybe this area here becomes a workshop. So we have refrigerator over here. Be careful because I'll run out of substructure / gravlight panel. The refrigerator over here, sort of maybe an arcing workshop along the outer wall. Dining hall right here near the refrigerator, which is going to have the nutrient paste dispenser. And then, yeah, this can be left open because that'll be walled because this is all going to be a vacuum. That'll be walled. Little walking path to a door right here. I'll unforbid that with that plan. All right, I'll put a cut in here. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. We're getting there. There's the risk that I'm over-engineering things, but I kind of want a much more sexy and organized ship than we played with before. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.